Okay, so today we're going to be learning some basic skills that will help you stay organized. The first one is where we're going to keep all of our files. So if you go to down here at the bottom of the computer, it's what they call the taskbar. You should have a folder that looks like a folder, and if you click on it, it's called File Explorer. If you look on the side here, you should have something that's called OneDrive, Manatee County Schools. This is a cloud application. We'll be learning more about that towards the end of the week, but basically it means whatever you put here, you can get to as long as you have a internet connection. So we're going to start by making a folder for this year. So if you go over here somewhere in this window and you right click and go to New Folder, it'll come up, it'll say New Folder, and it's in blue. If I hit backspace, it'll go away. I'm going to call it 22-23 and hit enter. And now it puts it in order. So now if I come up here and I double click on it, I can tell I'm in OneDrive and 22-23. Inside of this, you can put a folder for math and language arts and history and whatever. So we're going to put one for digital literacy. So we're going to do the same thing. What I did was I went here, I right clicked someplace in this window, I went to New Folder, and it comes up as New Folder. If for some reason it's not blue anymore, you can right click right on top of it and call it and rename it. So we're going to call this Digital Literacy. All right, so now if I double click on that, I am now in OneDrive 22-23 Digital Literacy, and we have one more folder to make. So I'm going to somewhere in this window, right click, go to New Folder, and we're going to call it Quarter 1, so that we know that everything we do in the first quarter will be in here. So I went ahead and double clicked on it. So do you see how we have this here? So it tells me on OneDrive in 22-23, there's a folder called Digital Literacy and a folder called Quarter 1. All right, so now the next thing that we're going to do is, this is what you have to turn in. I need to know that you made this folder. And so we have to make a screenshot of it. So the easiest, well, there's many ways to do it. One of the ways to do it is if you go down here, do you see on your taskbar, you have something that says type here to search. If you type in the word snip, comes up and it's called the Snipping Tool, and it's got scissors on it. So if I click on it, it is going to put an icon in my taskbar that looks like scissors. Now, if you close it, it'll go away. But instead of having to go over here and look for it each time, you can take and what they call pin or keep different icons here. So what you need to do that is, if you go to the icon and you right click on top of it, it'll say pin to taskbar. So then it will stay there no matter what if I close it. If I didn't have that, it goes away and I would have to go back over here and do it all over again. But I use this quite often, so the things I use quite often is the ones that I put down here. So once snipping is open, it says new mode, etc. So we're going to click on new. and you can see everything kind of went gray. But if I take my cursor and I click, hold, and drag, I get this red box, and then it will show me exactly what I'm grading you on. I'm grading you to make sure you have a OneDrive, a Manatee County Schools 22-23, digital literacy, and Q1. All right, so now here's the key. You need to remember this. If you go to File, Save As, because we have to save it to be able to turn it in, right? So to get there, over here on this left side, you will have the desktop OneDrive. We're going to go to OneDrive. We're going to go to 22-23, double click on digital literacy, double click on Q1. So now you can see that inside of the Q1 folder, we're going to put something, but we don't want to call it capture. We're going to name it digital literacy, and then we're going to put a -1 for unit 1, -1 for assignment 1, and then what it is. This way you will know which ones, whenever you are looking in the folder, you will know which assignments you have done and which ones you need to do. So this is the naming convention, is the name of the course, the unit number, the assignment number, and then just a brief description. All right, so now last thing, you can go ahead and close all of these. If you go back to Schoology and you go to your course, and you go down to week ending 8/21, it says Snip of OneDrive folder. It's right here. If I click on it, over here on the right side, it will say submit. You need to click submit, and then you need to attach that file. Unfortunately, I can't show you every one of those steps because I don't have that permission, but basically you have to attach file and then you have to go and find it. If you have any problems or questions, please let me know. And if not, this is the way we will stay organized all year. Please be very careful about what you name things and where you put them, because there will be spot checks also.